Imagine standing in a house you've lived in for over 40 years. Every corner holds a memory. Every drawer hides something you've forgotten. And now, you have just 48 hours to clear it all out. Overwhelming, right? Well, 73-year-old Vivian faced exactly this situation. But instead of drowning in clutter and stress, she used 7 ruthless tricks that helped her reset her life in record time. And today, I'm going to walk you through every single one. Hi, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we share real stories and powerful strategies to help you simplify, declutter, and create space for the life you actually want. So, if that resonates with you, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell, because this story, trust me, might just change the way you look at your home. When Vivian's husband passed away, she stayed in their 3-bedroom house, surrounded by decades of furniture, clothes, and keepsakes. At first, it felt comforting, but over time, the weight of it became crushing. She couldn't find things. She felt suffocated. And then, life forced her hand. She needed to downsize into a small apartment, and she had just 2 days to do it. Now, most people would panic. But Vivian did something incredible. She found a system and she stuck to it. 7 unconventional tricks that allowed her to cut through the chaos, silence the emotions, and actually feel free again. Let's break down exactly how she did it. 1. The Triage Method. The first trick was what Vivian called the Triage Method. Instead of overthinking every single item, she created just 3 categories: can't live without, maybe, and gone. But here's the twist. She treated maybe the exact same as gone. That single decision saved her hours. No more endless hesitation. It was either essential or it was out. Think about it. How much of our clutter lives in that maybe zone? Things we don't really use but can't quite let go of. Vivian didn't give those items power. She cut them off. 2. The 10-minute rule. Next, the 10-minute rule. Decluttering is exhausting, not just physically, but emotionally. Vivian knew she'd burn out fast, so she worked in strict 10-minute bursts, 10 minutes of decisions, 5 minutes of rest, over and over. This trick made the process almost manageable. Instead of staring down a mountain of work, she only had to climb 1 step at a time, and slowly, those steps added up. 3. The stranger test. The third trick was the stranger test. Every time she picked up an item, Vivian asked herself, if a stranger walked in, would they think this is worth keeping? It sounds harsh, but it stripped away the excuses. Suddenly, old receipts, broken gadgets, faded clothes, they lost their emotional pull. If it wouldn't make sense to anyone else, it didn't deserve space in her new life. 4. The replacement reality check. The fourth trick might be my favorite. The replacement reality check. Vivian asked herself, could I replace this for under $20 if I ever needed it again? If the answer was yes, she let it go. Think about how many objects we keep just in case. But most of them are cheap, easy to replace, and rarely, if ever, used. This mindset freed her from clinging to things out of pure fear. 5. The energy investment scale. Number 5. The energy investment scale. Not every item deserves the same emotional energy. Vivian gave herself permission to make fast, almost careless decisions about low-value things. Kitchen gadgets, old paperwork, duplicate tools. She saved her energy for the items that truly mattered: family photos, heirlooms, letters. 6. The future self-test. The 6th trick was the future self-test. Vivian realized she'd been keeping things for the woman she used to be. The host of dinner parties, the gardener, the caregiver. But her future self? She was moving into a smaller place with less responsibility and more freedom. So she asked, does this item serve the woman I'm becoming? If not, out it went. This shift turned decluttering from a loss into a transformation. 7. Momentum over perfection. And finally, trick number 7. Momentum over perfection. Vivian stopped obsessing over making the perfect decision. Instead, she focused on movement. Every bag donated, every box recycled, every shelf cleared. It was a win. And those wins built momentum. By the end of 48 hours, her home wasn't perfect, but it was clear, functional, and light. More importantly, She felt light. In just 2 days, Vivian turned what looked like an impossible mountain into a fresh start. Not because she was stronger or more ruthless than anyone else, but because she had a system. 7 simple, powerful tricks. And here's the truth. You don't need 48 hours or a looming move to use them. You can start today with 1 drawer, 1 box, 1 decision. Because decluttering isn't really about stuff. It's about freedom. So, let me ask you, what's the one item you know you should let go of but can't quite? Drop it in the comments. I read every one, and who knows, you might just inspire someone else to finally release their own clutter. If Vivian's story motivated you, hit that like button, share this video with a friend who needs it, and of course, subscribe for more real strategies to help you live lighter, freer, and more intentional. Until next time, keep moving forward.